Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video on the Commentary is Silent channel where the commentary is not so silent. And in today's video, I wanted to talk on the racism on YouTube because people need to understand that racism exists. It is very real. You know, a lot of people try to, and that's one thing about racist people on YouTube is that they'll try to find excuses on why they're racist. Like I've had people tell me why they're racist, and the one time it was like, man, I please don't take your education to like a business of some sorts. But anyways, the guy, so he was mad about me beefing with another YouTuber, and he left a comment underneath my video saying like, oh, you got this beef with this YouTuber that I watch, so therefore I have a right to be racist towards you. And that YouTuber and his whole community, they're pretty racist. Like, I have two videos on my main channel, T-Moss Boss. No, multiple, not even two. Like, there's two other videos, but there's one video in particular that I did post out a series of videos exposing that community for being racist, where it's like 3 to 5 minutes of just racist comments that I've got from those guys in like a 3-year period. So, and no, it's crazy. Like, they will really try to like hide behind that fact that they're racist. Then they'll come up with excuses, everything possible. So, but it ain't about them. It's about overall all of the racism that exists on YouTube, whether it's content creators. Like there was one content creator I remember, he's not black unless he got like some biracial thing going on and he looks more white than like biracial or even black. But this dude was just openly saying the N-word in his videos, and people were okay about it. And there was like, I had, again, on my main channel, I had talked about that, and people were like defending him. And that's something where it's crazy to me, because let's say if I were to come out and start saying a bunch of different racist things on my videos, people are going to call me out on that type of stuff. That ain't something where people are just going to ignore it. Like, no, you're saying racist things, we got to call you out on it. And it ain't even so much it's like like a thing about black people being racist, but no, like, and there are black people out there that is racist. Like, I've gotten into it with the content creator. I think if you guys know who I am, then most likely you already know of that beef and that situation and things. But no, it's like, I just personally think that with the racism that does exist on YouTube, I know people probably would ask that question, do you think it would ever end? No, because YouTube is located on the internet. So that's one thing that people need to understand about racism on YouTube, is that as long as YouTube is an internet, like, it's a website, yeah, I don't really see how we can avoid it. Because I think even if you're a content creator that doesn't get into any drama, you just post videos and people love them, you still gonna get some racist comments and some like sort of like something racist towards you and things. And fam, I've had it where, yeah, other races have been racist towards me. I've had it where my own race has been racist towards me. I even had it where there was a time where a guy was trying to argue about something not being racist. So this was when I was streaming. So, and you could possibly find that Twitch stream. I can't remember if I did post it or not. I have posted a lot of my streams. I just can't remember if I ever do find that stream. Like, if you follow me across social media platforms, there might be a day where I'll post it. I'll just have to go through the thousands upon thousands of videos I have uploaded onto YouTube. But anyways, so backstory, within this story time. So anyways, back when I was in high school, I had a girl that I had a crush on at the time tell me that she wouldn't overall date me because I'm black. And that's something that, I ain't got no control over. It's like, well, fam, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, how am I supposed to change who I am? I'm not going to go through no, like, surgeries or anything. I'm not going to bleach my skin. It's like, fam, it's either take it or leave it. And so, anyways, but fast forward, now I'm a content creator. I'm streaming one night. Or day. I can't remember exactly what time of the day it was. But anyways, so no, I'm streaming. And the guy that was talking on it and stuff, he did come from the community that was just talking on that super racist. So I should have known that he was going to say some racist things, but I wasn't thinking about it because at the time being, like when he very first came into my stream, he said he wasn't even watching that guy anymore. So I don't know. A part of me assumed that he wasn't like, on some weird stuff, but then another part of me was like, I can't trust this guy, So anyways, fast forward, yeah, so we're the day I'm streaming, he goes and he's all like, because I had talked on that situation before about the racist girl that I had went to school with, and so he brings it up, not even thinking twice of it and stuff, but he brings it up and he was all like, hey, have you ever gotten in contact with that girl? And I was all like, no, it's like last time I talked to her was some years ago. So I was like, I don't know what she got going on and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that's just something. I'm like, if you can find her, ask her. But I'm like, I don't know what she got going on. And so he goes on to say that he doesn't think that it's racist to turn somebody down over the color of their skin. And I say that slow because I want people to hear that. I want people to comprehend that. He doesn't find it racist to turn somebody down over the color of their skin. Now, I want to bring up, this is an old movie. This is a movie maybe like 50s, 60s, maybe. I don't know exactly when. But anyways, there's this movie called Imitation of Life. It's about like these people and, one daughter, she's having like a race crisis thing going on where she doesn't want to accept the fact that she's black, right? So anyways, there's a point in time in the movie where she and this is like back in the day, like when racism was really active and stuff. So she had a boyfriend within the movie, and the boyfriend at some point in time found out that she was black. Goes off, starts slapping her, beating her. I mean, dude, you would have thought that this woman had did something to this guy's mom. Like, he went off on her. And it's somewhere when I watched that movie, it's like one of those dark movies that I just know about because my family had watched it. But I'm like, it's not a movie that I sit down and watch myself because I'm like, it's too dark. But it's a movie that I will reference from time to time on many occasions of different things. But yeah, it's like, why? What do you overall call that? What do you overall call this? The thing is this. This guy is beating this woman over the color of her skin, of who she is, of who she was born to be. Why else would he be beating her? That's when it's like, if somebody says some dumb stuff, I'll like, oh, well, she did lie to him about a race. Like, okay, the girl, she did look white in the movie, but at the same time, it's like, fam, if he's not racist, that whole scene wouldn't have happened. So that's why it trips me out, like when I see movies like that, and when I've been through the stuff that I've been through, when I hear other situations of like things that people have been through, I look at that as racism. If you're looking at my race before you even see me as a character or see me as me, I'm looking at you like a racist. Point blank, period. I don't know, like, if the people want to argue on that, it's like, you very well can. It's going to be a waste of time, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to feel how I feel about that, all right? So, anyways, but yeah, it's like, fam, that's something where it's just, I don't understand, like, why? For one, that shouldn't even have been a conversation while I'm streaming, and I think at the time, I can't remember what game I was playing, but the game ain't had nothing to do with race. I ain't said nothing about race. I'm just having a normal conversation with the others that was in my stream at the time. He just comes through with some weird stuff. But no, it's not racist. What are you talking about? That's not racism. Yeah, it's people like that where I'm like, you're not gonna make it far in life. I just want to say that right here and right now. You're not gonna make it far in life. It's like, for one, it's just, having just that pettiness and things like outside of racism, but just to have that pettiness where it's like, oh, this guy's minding his own business, let me go through and be toxic. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's people like that that's not gonna make it far in life and stuff. So, but getting back to the racism on the internet, and just even seeing it with like other creators where it's like they will talk on that a lot. Like it, that's, I'm saying, if you look at some like content creators of color, like I guarantee and I promise you, if you go through their comment sections or just you look it up somewhere, I guarantee and I promise you, you're gonna see some sort of like racist comments about them and stuff. It's left and right when you're seeing racist comments. And I'm like, fam, I don't get, and then that's the crazy thing was that there's a YouTuber that I actually had talked on not too long ago. Actually, that was the racist YouTuber that I had beef with. But I did a video on this guy, Minnesota Boy. And it tripped me out, like seeing how he became a racist. And that's usually how it is. It's like people just get upset over the dumbest reasons and then they become a racist. Or even if they like a hater or whatever you want to call it, but it's like, but more so talking on racism. Like, no, so what I personally believe, and maybe it could have been something else. I don't know. Maybe it could have been a situation outside of YouTube. But what I personally believe with Minnesota Boy is that there were probably some white kids in his comment sections calling him the N-word, saying a bunch of different racist things about him. And then that's why he did the video that he did, talking about why he hates white people and then saying all these racist, crazy things within that video, right? So when I see that, when I watch a video like that, and it was crazy because he was trying to like get me, and that's why we had beef, because he was trying to like get me into like partnership with him, and I'm like, fam, I'm not a racist, and that's why how I want to end this video off, just kind of talking on my experience. Throughout the 13 years I've been a content creator, I've experienced, especially from 2015. Oh my God, bro. I had to say, like, that's when like the spike of racism had really started with my content creating career. Because the first 5 years from 2010 to 2015, I was kind of like under the radar when it came to content creating. People didn't really know me as a creator. I had just posted random videos. It wasn't until I had started doing gaming videos and reaction videos, that's when I had started building a name for myself. And so when I started doing reaction videos, oh my God, the amount of racist comments that I was getting about that, the amount of racist comments that I was getting from communities, the amount of racist comments that I just, probably from people that just seen me as a black creator and they're like, oh, well, I'm a racist, I gotta leave a racist comment underneath this guy's video or channel or whatever and stuff, stream, don't matter what platform it was. I received a racist comment just about everywhere, right? My thing is this, as long as I've been a content creator, it never crossed my mind to be racist back, because what am I going to gain from it? Like, what am I going to gain from fighting a fire with a spark? I'm saying, and then it's like, if anything, it's like that spark is just gonna do damage to me. So that's how I see it. I'm like, and even if it was on some stuff where it's like I wouldn't receive no punishment, no consequences for being racist myself, still, there's no reason for it. There's no reason for even people to be racist towards me. But people have their reasons. They'll find their ways. They'll leave their comments. They'll make their videos, all that stuff. And the thing is this, it's something where I'm always going to be confused by it, because everybody is built the same. Like, yeah, our bodies might be different, but I feel like the ingredients to build us, it's the same. I don't know why I use the word ingredients to talk on people, but regardless, I don't know what overall happened, and like but it has most likely a lot to do with just the environment that they're in, whether it is the internet or it's on some real life stuff. But yeah, I truly do believe that there's just some people in this world where they're just sick. They got some stuff going on, and oh my God, bro, like I even just sitting down thinking about it, it's like, some comments that I've seen before where it's like somebody will say something racist about me, and my thing is this, I like to roast people. I like to make fun of people, especially if they coming after me. I don't care. At that point, gloves are off. I'm saying whatever. I'm not going to say anything like, racist, but yeah, I'll probably make fun of how a person look. I'll probably say some funny stuff, back and things, but no, it's like, I find that stuff funny. I don't find it like discouraging. I don't find it's like people, because I know some people will say like they'll probably cry if they receive a racist comment. Me, on the other hand, I'm laughing about that stuff. So, but no, like, there's been times where people have said something racist towards me, and then I'll get on them about it. I kid you not. Their excuse is, hey, you can't come after me like that. I'm autistic. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, I don't know who you think I've came across in life, but I'll tell you who I've came across in life. I've known people that, suffered from autism or some form of autism, right? Not once did they ever say anything racist to me. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand that. How does autism cause racism? That's it's like, I'm telling you, the one thing about racist people on the internet is they're stupid. Okay, so anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. It's been another video on the Commentary is Silent channel. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.